Hey everyone, welcome back to Geek Drawing. It is June 10th. I'm over here at Cinemark in Salem, New Hampshire. Guess what? A lot of new movies are coming out this month and next month. Hopefully we can find some new popcorn buckets. Let's do this. So I believe this weekend How to Train Your Dragon comes out. Megan 2, I think it's coming out soon, maybe this weekend, I can't remember. We have Fantastic Four coming out soon, Jurassic World Rebirth, a lot of good movies, and I think they're re-releasing Jaws 50th anniversary back in theaters. I'm hoping to find some new popcorn buckets. Let's do it. Here we go, I see a few new items here. How to Train Your Dragon, this is kind of cool, it's $25. It has an opening in the back. Do they all just have an opening? There's no like lid for the popcorn bucket. That's kind of strange. Make sure. Yeah, they're all like that. That's not cool. But it is pretty fun. We have Toothless there, right there. How to Train Your Dragon. Yeah, that's kind of strange. But here's a tin. How to Train Your Dragon. Toothless and all the characters there. Here's another one. Another tin. This one's pretty cool. Looks cool inside. Mission Impossible, I do believe. Right there. Here's another cup. How to Train Your Dragon. Pretty neat. That is $7.75. Right there. This cup is cool. It's $20 for this one. But here we have Toothless. And it's like rubbery. I have a Beetlejuice similar to this one. But yeah, that's pretty neat. So there's Toothless, and then right over here we have the Karate Kid 10. And check this out right down here. Jaws 50th. Yes. That is awesome. I'm definitely going to grab one of these. Oh, that is so cool. I'm not sure how much the Jaws is, but definitely going to grab one of those. And then we have the Karate Kid popcorn bucket. I've seen this before. Check this out. So you hit it. It's supposed to hit them, and they both open up like that. Try it again. There you go. That is pretty cool. $25 for that. Look at these Jaws blind bags. That's pretty cool. $8.50 for that. They only have one left. I think I'm gonna grab it. Alright, so I picked up a few of the sharks. I have 5 of the sharks. I figured I'd grab one for myself. I know one of my buddies, Gary's Grails, might want one, so I'll grab it for him. And maybe my son, daughter, my nephew possibly would like one of these. I don't know. I'm just a geek like that. But there is a bag clip in here. So let's open that in the car and we'll find out if there's anything cool. Well, they're all pretty cool, right? There's sharks, the boat. There is the Amity Island like sign, and then the Jaws sign. So those are pretty cool. Let me know in the comments, what do you think of these? Just in case you couldn't see, that's what the tag looks like. So here's the barcode, and these were $12 a piece. I don't know, it's pretty cool. I know, $12. I know you might be saying $12, that's kind of a lot, but I don't know, 50th anniversary Jaws with the barrel in his mouth. Yep. I'll take it all day long. But all right, here we go. Let's see. We could possibly get the shark, Bruce, with the tank in his mouth, or Quint in his mouth. There's the orca. The orca would be awesome. Again, Amity Island welcomes you, the sign. There's the Jaws poster. There is all 3 boys. So we have on the right, we have Quint, Brody, and Hooper. And then a traditional Jaws, or Bruce. And these are bag clips. So let's open this up. Alright, here we go. Which one's your favorite? Let me know in the comments. Let me try to pull it out here. It's not the easiest thing. Oh! There we go. We have Quint. So I know who is getting this. So my buddy Gary's Grail, he actually dresses up as Quint. And he does a good job. He has the outfit and everything. He dresses up for like events. And so there you go, Gary. This is going to you. Gary always hooks me up with some Jaws merch, and I think he's going to appreciate this. Pretty cool. Just don't tell him I picked this up for him. All right, over here at AMC Methuen, Massachusetts. I wonder if we'll find any Jaws merch here. Let's take a look. All right, this is what they have new for cups and buckets. ELO, new movie. That is kind of fun. And then they have a little tin bucket here. Right there. There's the other side. It's both the same image. Still have the Red Guardian. They still have this camper here. And then the Karate Kid. So check this thing out. It's kind of cool. So you have a block of wood on top. It is all plastic bricks. Detail looks pretty good though. Oh, look at that. It opens like that. You can put your popcorn right inside there. Pretty neat. And then you can give it a karate chop like that. That is pretty neat. So that is your popcorn bucket. Pretty neat. I like the block of wood. So is that a big thing in the movie, or is it just because it's karate, chopping a block of wood, that's how you associate karate? Possibly. And then here is a cup, and this is like rubber coated. You have a character on top. So yeah, not too bad. I mean, Karate Kid merch right there. Awesome. So look at this. I didn't even know they had this. We have Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning, popcorn bucket, and a drink holder on the side. Look at that. That is hilarious. It is a briefcase. That is pretty cool. Is there a button here? Looks like there's a button there. It must do something. I'll figure out how it operates. But there you go. You can kind of see like there's a little slit there. Maybe you can take that off. I'm not 100% sure. I don't want to break anything, but I'll figure out how this actually works, because you know it's Mission Impossible. It's got to do something pretty cool. This probably lifts up or something, but we'll take a look at that more in depth in a second. And then they have this cup with binoculars, and look at, you can actually see these are working binoculars. That is pretty awesome. And check this out. So you hit the switch and that comes up, and then you have a light. That is hilarious. And then that's another light right there. So you have like night vision or something. See if you can see. Yeah, Mission Impossible. That is pretty awesome. I gotta say, man, look at this. This is a stinking popcorn bucket. I don't care what anybody says. I mean, people might be like, some people might be like, yeah, popcorn buckets, it's kind of a waste, but look at how cool these are, man. This is merch that you can get at the movie theaters now. I mean, this is the time of the bucket. Awesome. All right, I figured out how it opens. So you just flip that switch, and that opens up like that, and you can put all your popcorn in there, and it looks like it lights up. There's a little tab right there, so I'm assuming this Mission Impossible lights up. I'm gonna see if I can get somebody to find a display one. I think this is a display, but I don't want to take out the tab. I want to have them do it because it's inside the bucket. If it was underneath it, I'd give it a shot, but I don't want to stick my hand inside here. Oh, check this out even more. So this actually opens up wider. That is crazy. All right, you ready? So I had them take the tab off, and you just flip this little switch. So this is actually red. It's not orange like you see, but that is pretty darn cool, man. This is a stinking popcorn bucket. I can't believe it. That is incredible. And the cup holder, this cup here. So how fun is that for a set? Awesome. All right, so the binocular comes with the tin, and that is $30. The briefcase alongside of the cup, so that's a combo deal, that is $47 roughly, and they both come with a large popcorn and a large drink, and I believe you can get refills, but yeah, it's not too bad. It's pretty awesome. All right, last but certainly not least, Regal Cinema in Newington, New Hampshire. Now check back later on in the week. I'm going to stop back here on Thursday on all three cinemas to see if I can find any of the new stuff. I know the new movies are coming out, and sometimes they might even have more new items. So let's check it out. Oh my gosh, check this out. This is crazy. Look at all these toothless popcorn buckets they have here. Oh, this is so cute. How does this open? Looks like the back opens somehow. But that is pretty darn cute. So there you have toothless. A bunch of them are over here at Regal Cinema in Newington, New Hampshire. It is Tuesday, so hopefully they're gonna still have more left over when the movie comes out. I think Thursday, right? But look at all these plushies here. I don't know any of their names. I can't remember. I saw the movie, the animated movie, a long time ago, but I don't remember all their names. But so it looks like they have. Is this a? This is just a little mini plush. This one's a little bit bigger. So I think there's 3 different dragons here. And here is, this one's kind of cool. Look at this. So a mini cup. Fun images. This is the dragon that's on top. It looks like they have a toothless also. Right? And then it looks like they have like a little mask or something you could wear. That's fun. And then let's check out the tin. Give me a second. So it does look like this Velcro, so it'll fit any size head pretty much. And then let's check out the tin. Bunch of different images of all the dragons. Oh, look at the front. Yeah, you can see it right there. We have dragons. That looks pretty nice. I like that. And actually, I see another dragon over here too. Let's see if I can find this. Show you this one. Oop. So there's that dragon also. Pretty cute. Just to let you know, I did scrub my hands pretty well before I came over here. Just in case you want to know. But look at this cup. This is pretty neat also. Oh, it's just reflecting. I'm like, why is his head orange on top? But it's just a reflection of the lights. Pretty neat. So that's kind of... So there you go. There's all the merch right here for How to Train Your Dragon. As well as this little cup here. But I don't know, I might pick one of these guys up. I think he's kind of cute. What do you think? Would you pick that up? Little toothless popcorn bucket? So I know what you're asking. Are they coming out with a Megan 2.0 popcorn bucket? Well, of course they are. Look at that. This is a tin, and it looks like it's kind of like raised too. That's pretty cool. Right there. And look at, oh man, do I have to get that? I got the Sonic the Hedgehog one. How cool would that one be? She's sitting in a movie theater seat with a drink. She doesn't look too happy. But yeah, check out for Megan 2.0 popcorn buckets and cup. That's pretty awesome. Alright, you're not going to believe how this bucket opens. You would think there would be like a little door in the back of the head. No, check this out. Inside his mouth is the bucket. That is hilarious. So the price for this bucket is actually $40, but I believe it comes with a large popcorn?
It comes with a large popcorn, yeah.
Yeah. And then check this out. His wings are actually kind of like, you know, flexible, so that's not too bad. And the movie comes out Wednesday over here at Regal Cinema in Newington, New Hampshire. And there's a 3D showing.
There's a 3D showing at 7:30.
7:30 3D showing, so that might be a possibility. I do love my 3D movies. Awesome. So again, check back later in the week if you want to see more videos on the popcorn buckets. I'm going to check back Thursday at AMC and Cinemark because I want to get the Jaws bucket, and Cinemark said they are getting some in, hopefully this week. And AMC will have their new How to Train Your Dragons buckets. They always come out the day the movie comes out. But yeah, awesome. Regal Cinema. These are pretty neat. So mission accomplished. I think I picked up a pretty fun popcorn bucket there that is toothless. But I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Do all that good stuff. Remember, we are all Geek Strong. Take care, everyone. How cute is that?